Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mikaela and thank you for joining me today. Today we are going to be doing a super quick and simple Pilates workout. It is fit for beginners all the way through to advanced. I will offer modifications and progressions for those who need to go for that extra challenge. So all you need today is your mat, maybe a drink of water next to you in case you get thirsty, and a good attitude. Let's get started. We are going to first get started by working on our breath. So breathing is super important in Pilates. You want to make your way down onto your mat, lying onto your back. Right, I'm just going to adjust my hair. I'm wearing a big scrunchie, so probably not ideal for Pilates. You want to be comfortable and in a position where your head is in a neutral position. So if your hair tie is getting in the way, maybe think about removing it. So we're going to start lying on our backs. Right, you want to be relaxed, feet are about hip distance apart, your knees are bent. Feel free to close your eyes here and let's focus in on our breath. So you want to take a nice deep breath in and out. Another deep breath in and exhale out. So continue breathing here. Now, as you're breathing, I want you to focus on breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. This will ensure that we are getting that breath right into our diaphragm. We don't want to be breathing shallow in Pilates. So really focusing on that breath. Quick tip when you're exhaling, imagine you're blowing through a straw. So you'll start to feel your abdominals engage on that exhale. Let's start to add a pelvic tilt. So another deep breath in through your nose. Exhaling. As you do, think about tucking your pelvis and pressing your lower back down into your mat. Right, you'll feel your core engage. Inhale, releasing back to a neutral spine. So we'll do this for a couple more breaths. Exhale, pressing lower back down into your mat. Inhale, releasing back to neutral spine. One more time here. Exhale. Really pull belly to spine, press lower back down, and let's hold here. Now you'll feel your abs on. So really draw the belly in. Think about pressing that lower back down into the mat. We're here for another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release back to neutral. Let's get into some ab prep. So again, we're still in the same position. Your palms are flat into the mat. Let's start with our tabletop prep here. So keeping your neutral spine, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lifting one leg to tabletop. You want to stop once your knee's over your hip. All right, and placing that foot back down. Let's repeat other side. So big exhale. We lift our opposite leg to tabletop and we lower back down, toe then heel. Let's keep it going here, working with your breath. So deep breath in, exhale, lifting one leg to tabletop. Good. You want to pay attention to how your core is feeling. So think about drawing belly button to spine. And we'll keep marching here. So we're not so much using our legs for this movement. We're initiating from our core, our ab muscles. Let's go for another 2 more here. Good. Don't be afraid to make noise when you breathe out. That's what we want to hear. All right. And on this last one, let's hold this leg up in tabletop. So we've got single leg in tabletop. Let's move into our toe dips. So you want to find your imprinted spine. So think about pressing lower back down like we practiced at the start. And then drawing your opposite leg up to tabletop. So both legs are floating in the air. All right, reposition yourself. Really think about pressing lower back down. Knees are stacked over your hips. Let's go for our toe dips. So deep breath in to prepare. Exhale. You're going to lower your leg down, tap the mat, and inhale on your way up. Let's go again, other side. Exhale as we lower. Inhale as we lift. Now, if this isn't for you today, feel free to drop your feet back down to the mat and continue with your tabletop prep. Nice. Remember to keep your imprint spine, so pressing lower back down. And if you'd like to advance this move, you're going to take your foot towards the end of your mat, so just increasing your range of motion. Nice. All right, let's keep it going here for another 2 more each side. Good. Keep drawing belly in, rib cage is staying closed. All right, last one each side. All right, now let's hold in our tabletop position. Now we want to squeeze our thighs together, so engaging our inner thighs, making sure our knees are still stacked over our hips. Let's bring our hands behind our head. Elbows are out nice and wide, getting ready for our ab curl. So again, making sure that spine is in imprinted position. Take a deep breath in, exhale. Let's lift our head, neck and shoulders up. Good. Let's keep it going here. I'm already shaking. Now again, if you need to modify, feel free to bring your feet down to the mat. You want to work at a comfortable level for you today. And if you feel like progressing, stay in tabletop, or you can even extend your feet up towards the ceiling. Nice. Let's keep it going here. Working with your breath. Every time you curl up, think about ribs coming down towards your hips. Not long to go. Let's go for 3 more here. And we've got 2. Nice. On this last one, can we hold? So you're holding in this curled position. Let's reach our arms by our hips. Palms are facing down towards the floor and straight into our hundreds. So let's pump those arms, breathing in for 5 and out for 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to keep your eye gaze to your knees or your toes. All right, and you're curling up a little bit higher. Keep pumping those arms. You're imagining you're bouncing 2 basketballs. Good, abs are on fire. Keep it going. If you need to modify, bring your feet down to the mat. If you want to challenge yourself today, take your legs to tabletop or even extend them up towards the sky. Let's keep those arms pumping, reaching those fingertips towards the end of your mat. Can you curl up a little bit higher? We're here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Pull your knees in towards your chest, lower your head. Feel free to go for a little rock side to side here. Whew. I definitely felt that one. Hopefully your abs are awake. If you need a little bit more, feel free to do that sequence again. Otherwise, we are going to move on to our hip rolls. So feet are coming back down to your mat, making sure they're about hip distance apart. All right, hands are resting down by your hips again, palms are facing down into the floor. Here we've got our neutral spine. You're going to take a nice deep breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, find your imprint spine, tuck your pelvis, and roll your hips up towards the sky. All right, so lifting our hips. Once you're at the top, take a deep breath in. And exhale as you melt your spine back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, until your tailbone touches last. So let's go again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, roll the hips up towards the sky. Good. Here you want to think about squeezing your glutes, your hamstrings, taking a deep breath in. And exhale as you roll back down. So we're initiating this movement from our core, but you'll also feel your glutes and your hamstrings, the back of your legs, firing up in this exercise. Nice. Give the glutes a big squeeze and roll the hips back down. Getting ready for some variations in another 2 more. So think about driving up through your heels. Push the floor away. We're creating a nice long line between our knees, hips, and shoulders. Good work. Okay, on this last one, let's hold our bridge. So we're holding here, you're squeezing your glutes, getting ready for our tabletop march again. All right, so you're pressing your hands into the floor. Take a deep breath here. As you breathe out, one leg up to tabletop and lower back down. Let's repeat, keeping the hips lifted. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, lower, toe, heel. Exhale, knee in line with hip. Inhale as we lower. Now the challenge here is to try and keep your hips nice and square. All right, so we don't want to be lopsided as we lift our leg into the air. Now, if you need a modification, feel free to drop your hips down to the floor, continue with your tabletop march, or you can just hold your bridge, focusing on squeezing your glutes. So whatever works here for you, choose your level today. You can always come back and find those challenges at a later time. All right. Now, if you want a little bit of a challenge, you're welcome to float your arms up into the sky. Now, hands are stacked over your shoulders. You're really holding tight through your stabilizing leg. You'll feel your glutes firing up. All right, let's go for 2 more here. And on this last one, can we hold our leg in tabletop? Let's go for a half bridge. So inhale as we lower our hips down halfway. Exhale as we lift. Let's go again. Inhale down. Exhale up. We've got 3 more. You've got this. Inhale down. Exhale up. Driving through your heel. 2 more. Last one. Can we hold? Extending our leg up towards the ceiling. Single leg lower. Let's go. Inhale, lower. Exhale, we lift. Now modification, drop your hips down towards the mat. Continue with the leg. We got 3 more to go. Good. And 2. Last one. Let's hold our leg up towards the sky. Let's finish with our pulses. So lower the hip down an inch and up, down and up. Let's go for 3 and 2. Last one. Good. Bend the knee, drop your foot back down to the mat. If you can, keep your hips here. Let's go other side. So we lift our leg to tabletop and we extend up towards the ceiling. Or you can keep your leg in tabletop. Let's go for our half bridge. Inhale down, exhale lift. Inhale down, exhale lift. I think I had my leg in tabletop actually. Feel free to extend your leg up towards the sky for that extra challenge. We've got 1 more here. Can we hold our bridge? Extending your leg up towards the sky, single leg lower. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. You got this. We've got 3 more. Keep pressing up through your stabilizing leg. And 2. All right, last one. Let's hold our foot up towards the sky and into our pulses. Coming down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. 3 more to go. You got this. And 2. Last one. Bend down knee, return foot to mat, and let's lower the hips down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Tailbone touches last. Bring your hands back down to your hips and take a couple breaths here. You can even take your knees for a rock, side to side. Getting ready for our next variation of our bridges. So when you're ready, join me back in your bridge position. Feet are hip distance apart, pressing your hands down into the floor. You've got a neutral spine. Let's tuck our pelvis around the spine and we roll the hips up. Good. Holding our bridge, let's go into our abductions. So we're targeting the sides of our glutes. When you're ready, take a deep breath in. Exhale, opening the knees out to the side. You want to roll onto the sides of your feet. Nice. Exhale as we close. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, we open. Good. And inhale as we close. Got the breathing a little bit wrong there. So you want to exhale as you open. Inhale as you close. So you really start to feel those outer glutes burning up. Again, modification. Drop your hips back down to the floor. You can even limit your range of motion by dropping them down halfway. If you're feeling any lower back tension, it means you're lifting your hips up a little too high. Try bringing your hips down lower. All right, you want your core on. And let's go for another 3. Nice work. We've got 2. Good. Last one. Bring our knees back to parallel. Let's hold our hips here. Keep pushing through. We're almost there. Let's go for some heel raises. So deep breath in. Exhale, we lift our right heel. Nice work. Inhale, we lower. Let's switch sides. Exhale, we lift our left heel. Inhale, lower. Let's keep alternating sides here. You want to be lifting up onto your toes, making sure again the hips aren't moving at all. They're locked in space. Now you're welcome to stay here. If you want that extra challenge, going for a double heel lift. So we're getting into our calves a little bit more here. Our calves are a really good muscle to work when we're working our glutes as well. Don't neglect those calves. All right, let's go for another 3. And we've got 2. Nice. Last one. Lower the heels, lower your hips, and let's pull our knees in towards our chest for a little rock side to side. Well done. That one was pretty tough, so if you got through, really well done. Don't worry if you didn't. We are all about improvement here, so we'll get there next time. All right, let's get into some side lying work. My absolute favorite part of Pilates is side lying glutes. So let's get into it. Now you want to be lying on your side. Our legs are going to be at 45 degrees and you're extending your bottom arm out long, resting your ear on your bicep. Right, you can also, if that's not comfortable for you and you want a little bit more of a challenge, feel free to prop yourself up onto your elbow, making sure your elbow is underneath your shoulder. All right, I might do this option today, but whatever works for you, you go for it. Legs are at 45 degrees, heels are in line with our hips. Let's start with our clams. So you want to take those shoulders back, chest is open, heels together, and just our knee lifts. Good. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Now you want to make sure your core is on. So think about belly to spine again. Top shoulder away from our ears. We're all about the correct form and alignment in Pilates. Now, option to advance. You're going to float both feet up into the air. So this is called our floating clam. So you really want to make sure our hips are staying stacked on top of each other. So you want to make sure as you lift your knee, you're just opening it to a comfortable point for you. Try not to open too far where you feel like you're going to rock back, because then you lose the focus and engagement through the top glute. All right, my glute's starting to fire up. Maybe yours is too. Let's start to add. So next time we lift, let's hold, adding a kick, heels together, and we close. So we lift, extend, heels together, and close. We're changing up our breathing pattern slightly here. So this time, inhale as we open our knee, exhale as we extend, inhale, heels together, exhale, close. Inhale, we open, exhale, extend, inhale, close, exhale. Let's keep it going. All right. We're here for 3 more. Getting ready to hold for an extra challenge. And we've got 2. Nice. Hips are staying stacked. Last one. Let's hold that extension, going straight into our circles. So you want to point your toes, draw tiny little circles. Now, if your bottom foot floating up is too much, feel free to lower back down to the mat. Right, and we'll keep it going. We're drawing tiny circles here. If you're up on your shoulder, I want you to make sure you're pressing the floor away. So you're not sinking into your shoulder. You're really pressing out, chest is proud. Let's go for another 3 more here. And 2. Last one, hold and reverse, other way. You know it. Let's keep it going. You want to really find length through your leg. So reach through your toes. Imagine someone's pulling your foot away from you. We're here for another 3. And 2. Good. Last one. Can we hold? All right. We're not quite finished yet. Let's go into our leg sweeps. So inhale, we sweep our leg forward. Exhale, we sweep our leg back. Good. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Now you want to point your toes as you reach forward and flex as you sweep back. So that just gets into our glute and our hamstring a little bit more. All right. Core is staying on. This is where it gets a little more intense. Now you want to make sure your foot stays in line with your hip or a little bit higher if you want that extra challenge. All right, and you're taking your heel all the way to the back corner of your mat. Let's keep it going for another 3. Nice. And 2. All right, last one. Can we hold? Our foot's in line with our hip. Our foot is flexed. Leg lift and lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. You've got this. Now, if you're on your arm, on your elbow, and your shoulder is starting to burn up, feel free to lie down onto your side completely. Otherwise, keep pushing through. We're here for another 5 and 4. We've got 3 and 2. Last one, let's hold and tiny pulses to finish off. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Whew. I could barely keep my leg up for that last one. Give it a good tap. And then we'll lie all the way down onto our side for our double leg lift. So extending both legs long. This time we're extending our arm all the way in front of us, pressing your palm down into the floor. Top hand is coming in front of you for support. Again, our hips are stacked. You want to make sure you've got a tiny little gap underneath your waist here. So imagining you've got a little fluffy chicken under there, right? Or a little blueberry. So keeping it lifted, both sides of the waist are long. Now double leg lift. Let's take a deep breath here. And exhale, lifting both legs up towards the sky. Nice. Inhale as we lower. So exhale, we lift. Inhale, lower. Now your thighs are glued together. You're thinking about lifting your top thigh with your bottom thigh. Or top leg with your bottom leg. And we'll keep it going here for another 3. Think about cinching the top of your waist as you lift. 2. All right, and the last one, can we hold? All right, now just our top leg, we lift and lower. Just the top leg, lift and lower. keeping that tiny gap underneath the waist, don't lose it. Good. Now if you want that extra challenge, you can take your arm up towards the sky. You want to think about pressing your bottom hand down into the floor. This is a nice challenge for your balance. And we're here for another 3. And 2. All right, last one. Bring the feet back together, but hold here. All right, now just the bottom leg lowers and lifts. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. You got this. Now, the higher you take your top leg, the more challenging it's going to be for your bottom leg. So pick that height, work to a good level for you today. Right, you're welcome to bring your hand back down to the floor for support. And let's go for another 3. And 2. Last one. Can we hold? Squeeze those thighs together. We're going for little pulses up and up. Here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and resting down. Whew. Inner thighs, top of the waist. Getting it all today. All right, let's go for a side stretch. So we're pushing ourselves up, zigzagging our legs. So your top shin's in line with the mat. Taking our hand to our shin. Take a deep breath in, reaching our arm up towards the sky. And exhale as we side bend. We'll go for a counter stretch. So inhale as we switch. We bring our forearm down to the mat. Exhale as we reach our opposite hand over. Nice work. All right, let's switch sides. So we'll move our legs over and going with whatever option you did on the first side, so whether that's lying all the way down or propping yourself up onto your elbow. Let's start with those side lying glutes again. All right, so making sure hips are stacked, core is on, heels glued together, clams, exhale, let's lift. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Let's keep it going. If you want to take that challenge, floating both feet into the air. All right. You want to really think about squeezing top glute as you lift your knee. We're applying pressure between our heels. Nice work. Remember, shoulders down, chest proud. And really pressing the floor away. Let's start to add. So next time we lift, let's hold. We extend, bring the heels back together, and close the knees together. So inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, heels together. Exhale, close. Let's keep it going. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, heels together. Exhale, close. We got this. You'll really start to feel that other side we just worked. All right, but keep pushing through. Heels together and close. Let's go for 2 more here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, heels together. Exhale, close. Last one. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, extend. Let's hold here. All right, straight into our circles. So we're going to keep our toes pointed and we're drawing tiny little circles with our big toe. You got this. Feel free to bring that bottom foot back down to the mat for more stability. And we're here for another 3. Good, and 2. Last one, let's hold and reverse, other way. Good, keep lengthening out through your leg. You want to reach through your toes. Again, imagining someone's pulling your leg. Breathing through. We're here for another 3. And 2. And 1. Let's hold. All right, straight into our leg sweeps. Inhale, we sweep forward. Exhale, we sweep back. Good. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Pointing as we sweep forward. Flexing as we sweep back. So we're getting that little smile line underneath our butt, right? Engaging our hamstrings as well as our glute. Good. Again, hips are staying stacked, core is on. Remembering to press out of your elbow, out of your shoulder. And we're here for another 3. And we've got 2. All right, last one, getting ready to hold. So we're holding here, our foot is flexed. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Good, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Don't worry about the height here. Just focus on the length of your leg. Can you keep your leg as straight as you can? Okay, we're here for 5. And 4. Let's go for 3. And 2. Last one, let's hold and pulse it out. You got it, keep it lifted. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Give it a good tap. And let's get ready for our double leg lift. So we're lying all the way down on our side now, extending our legs nice and long. Hips are stacked, we've got that tiny little gap underneath our waist. All right, when you're ready, inhale to prepare, exhale, double leg lift. Inhale, lower, good. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Now you're keeping your legs glued together, imagining you've got a mermaid tail. All right, you got it. Think about cinching through the top of the waist as you lift your legs. Again, if you want to take that balance challenge, floating your arm up towards the sky. Keeping your hips stacked. This one's a little more tricky. We're here for another 3. And 2. Last one, let's hold here. Now just the top leg lifts and lowers. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Good. Keep finding length through those legs. Pointing through your toes if you can. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Let's go for 3. And 2. Last one. Let's hold our legs together. Now just the bottom leg lowers and lifts. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. You got this. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. We're here for 3. And 2. Last one, let's hold. Squeeze those thighs together. And we pulse up and up. Final little round here. We're here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower everything down. Let's come up into our side bend stretch. So pressing the floor away, zigzagging the legs. All right, taking your hand to your shin. Deep breath in, reach our arm to the sky. Exhale, side bend. Reach through those fingers. Good. Inhale to switch. Forearm comes down to the mat. Exhale, reaching over. Good. This one feels really nice. All right, we press ourselves up and we'll finish with a quick prone series and a stretch and we'll be all done. So well done. That one's quite intense. We'll leave our glutes alone and we'll focus on a little bit of back work. So we're going to lie on our tummies. You want to take your hands into a cactus position. All right, your palms are facing down onto the floor and your feet are about hip distance apart behind you. Now you're resting your forehead down on the floor. You're pushing your hips down into the mat and drawing your belly up in towards your spine. So glutes are on. You're pressing your toes into the floor. Let's go into some back work. So taking a deep breath in and lifting elbows up towards the sky. Good. Exhale as we lower. Again, inhale, lifting the elbows. Exhale, lowering back down. So you want to think about drawing your shoulders down and back. Now level 2, floating your forehead off the mat. looking straight down, continuing with the exercise. So inhale as we lift, exhale as we lower. Good. Now focusing on that squeeze as we lift. So squeezing your shoulder blades together. Now another advancement here. Feel free to skip it if it's not for you today. We're going to add a chest lift in. So on this next rep, we'll lower our forehead down and our arms down. Inhale, we lift everything up. So everything, our head, neck, and shoulders, and our arms. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. You want to make sure your toenails are staying glued to the mat or the floor. Nice. So you start to feel the back of your shoulders really burn up. That's what we want. Okay, 2 more to go. Last one. Can we hold? We're holding here. Single arm reach. Inhale, we extend one arm forward. Exhale, we return that elbow back in towards our waist. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, return. We've got 2 more each side. You've got this. Reaching forward. Drawing the elbow in. Inhale, reach. Exhale in. Last one. Inhale, we reach. And reach. Let's lower everything back down. And take a couple breaths here. So keep it nice and light. We're going to shift ourselves back into a child's pose. Feel that nice stretch through the back of our body. Maybe go for a little sway side to side. Nice work. Let's walk our hands towards our knees. And I'll make my way back to the middle of the mat. Now that is the workout all complete. So it was a nice express Pilates session today. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed this workout, please feel free to like and subscribe and come back for more videos in the future. I'll see you guys soon.